And let me know also. Questions. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. Today is June 15th. This is the crazy tradition of YouTube because I always want to say the date and half the time I don't know what it is. So that's the crazy for today. This is Tillamook mint chocolate chip ice cream. I only have on skincare. If I look tired, it's because I am. Yesterday was a long day and I'm tired. A lot of stuff has happened today already. And I thought, you know what, let me just document this just to have another video. The crazy in the Crazy Troll Nation, yeah, I forget that I have an intro to do sometimes. Like now, the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or even a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, apply it however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. I do curse in my videos sometimes because I do curse in real life sometimes. Excuse me. When my AC is pumping sometimes, it affects my allergies and it feels kind of phlegmy in my throat. TMI, let me know. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, so that's what that's about. And if my voice is sounding kind of nasally and also I am really tired. So this video, I'm going to show you Empties. And I don't think I've ever done an Empties video. And a few things expired like this week. And I was like, oh, I can do Empties. So we're going to do two things in the video, as you know from the title. I'm going to show you Empties really quick, and I'm going to show you some more haul stuff. Now keep in mind, I just showed y'all stuff that I purchased the first week in June after the no buy, and now it's the 15th and I have more stuff and some more PR stuff or repeat PR stuff. So I finished another Plex. Y'all like, girl, this is not even makeup. I know. I finished another Plex. Plex is a pre-rinse. You use it, you rinse your mouth with it, you spit it out, and then you brush your teeth. I love this stuff. I've been using this probably 5 years. Not this one, but using Plex for like 5 years. Sometimes I can't find it, so when I see it, I'll get like 3 of them. And I usually find it at Target or Giant, or some places call it Super G or Super Giant. It's a grocery store. But I don't always see it. So when I do, yeah, I get at least 3 because I'm like, when am I going to be able to find it again? And so that is that. I love this stuff. This just makes my teeth and my mouth feel more fresh than if I didn't use this before I brush my teeth. And talking of teeth, I also finished another Oral-B dental floss. I ran out. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I have trouble finding this in stores too. So I purchased from Amazon. This is a 2-pack. So it was one up here and this one I just took out from here. I purchased them from Amazon. I think I got, at least 4 packs, which means I had like 4. I keep one in the living room, one in my kitchen, one in my purse, and I keep one in my bathroom open at all times. And so even though I purchased 4 of these, that's 2 packs right there. And I just used up another one. So this is a new one. So good teeth and gum health going on over here. Makeup, no. Skincare. I finished 2 Peter Thomas Roth products. This one is Retinol Fusion PM Night Serum. So this is for the face. This one is Retinol Fusion PM Eye Cream. And so what I'll do is I'll put on the prescription tetraenoin, and the dermatologist said you can take it up under your eye, pea-sized amount for your entire face. And so I'll squeeze out a pea-sized amount on my ring finger. I'll dot, 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 and dot, because I had that breakout from a mask. And then I'll gently, and it is kind of thick a little bit, so gently just rub it in under here. And this does help, I think, my skin to prevent creating new milia under my eyes. And so I'll do that here. And then I'll use, my fingers and blend elsewhere and making sure to get around here and under here. and then I'll put on the eye serum. And then this has a dropper, so I'll put some in my hand and then, you know, put it on my face. So that's my nighttime routine. And then I'll put the Dr. Dennis Gross SOS Stress Repair Face Cream on top of that, and or one of the Drunk Elephant serums, which I do alternate. I only use those once or twice a week. But I was surprised that I finished this, because when I first purchased this not this one, but when I first purchased this product years ago, the POA is 12 months. I didn't finish it in 12 months. And I'm like, that is a waste, because this is expensive. I do get them on sales from Ulta when they have coupon codes for prestige items. You know, I'll get it and also use points maybe. But this time, for both of these, my labels, as you see, I opened both of these August 2022. Today is June 15th, 2023. So I used these in, what's that, like 8-9 months? And so I was surprised. And I have been using more of this because I'm like, I'm not wasting it. And not that I use too much where I'm feeling slimy, but I was still surprised that I was using this. And it says use 2 to 3 drops, but for me it was not enough. And so I used about maybe like 8 drops. And I'm trying to see if it says on here, and I'm sure it does somewhere. I don't want to take up too much time. I am not, and I do have backups of this from when it was on sale, because it is expensive, so I only get his stuff on sale. I'm not going to repurchase the eye cream, because the way the pump is, you cannot control how much comes out. Other stuff has a dropper, or, you know, you can do half a pump, but the way it pumps, like even if you do this, none will come out, and then you end up pushing it all the way down, and it's way too much. And so that's the reason I will not repurchase this. And also I have other eye serums, both retinol and not retinol eye serums. And so this is not, I feel like I can do without this because I have other products with similar ingredients. The reason I like Peter, and also Drunk Elephant, or is it Murad? Probably both of them. I know definitely Drunk Elephant. It tells you how much of what specific ingredient is in it. And this says time release microencapsulated retinol 1.5%. And I like that it says that. And it says the same thing for the face serum, because a lot of products, skincare will say, you know, it has caffeine, retinol, vitamin C, vitamin A, folic acid, but it's like, how much is it? I like that Peter tells you, so you know what you're getting. And for me, that makes it worth it, because I'm like, okay, I know this is what I'm getting with this product. I have finished a Fenty Beauty brow pencil, and I do go through these as well as the mini mascaras, but I finished this recently. Well, actually, I'm lying to you. I'm almost finished it. This is all that's left. I'm turning. I don't know if you hear it clicking. This is all that's left in this one. And so this one I keep in my bathroom, and I know you shouldn't keep makeup in your bathroom. If I know I'm going to do an eye look that day, after I wash my face, dry my face, put on my skincare, then I'll go ahead and do my brows. So when it's time to just come do the look, I don't have to sit here and be doing my brows. And also, when I sit here to do my brows, I tend to hunch over, and I don't want to be hunchback. So I do try to make a conscious effort to sit up straight. But when I do my brows in the bathroom, because I'm standing up, I'm already straight. And so part of me liking to do my brows in the bathroom, if I know I'm going to do an eye look, is because I don't have to make a conscious effort to not slouch. Because when I'm standing, I don't slouch. So this is done. This is almost done. This is NYX Retractable Eyeliner Golden Olive. And I noticed it yesterday when I did a look. This is all that's left. You see that little nub? And I'm like, oh, this is done. That's so great. Why is this one of the few colors I don't have a backup of? And it's apparent that I use it a lot because it's just a nub. And I'm just like, man. But I do have other colors. I have a lot of other colors. But I have Gypsy Blue that I have not opened yet, even though it's not olive green. And the one that I have been using more is Aqua Green. So even though it's not the olive green, is still in the family, even though it doesn't look like it. But I do really like this one, and I think it's a matter of time before I get another one. This one is gray. When I'm looking fine in person. They look the same, but then when I'm holding them up, they don't. Yeah, something's wrong with me. But if y'all been here, y'all know that. And so I'm thinking I am going to get another one of these. Because I really do like this one. I do. And I'm looking now at my gold one. Because I like this one more than I thought I would. Look at the gold one. It's the nub. And I didn't think I was going to like this much, but I do. Because it adds just a little bit of brightness. And it helps intensify the color that I put on top of it. Now I want to go through like all of them and see where I'm at. Okay, hang tight with me. I'm just going through real quick my other ones. I know the brown isn't running out. No, the brown is not running out. I do have a swatch video of my NYX retractable eyeliners. The gray is not running out. Huh, let me see. I have 2 more that's open. I know the white is not running out, so I'm not even going to look at that one. This is deep blue. That ain't running out. So it seems to be just the golden olive and the gold in this. Yeah, this is about halfway. This is deep purple. I might just get these from Ulta when they have their $5 off $15 purchase or whatever, because then I'll just get maybe like 2 of these and 2 more of these, since I know I will go through them. I didn't realize the gold was almost gone. So I'm gonna leave that out so I don't forget. This here is not gone, but it's going in the trash. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. My label says it expired January 2023. The POA is 12 months. This is the only primer I've seen that's 1.52 ounces. Most primers, excuse me, are 1 fluid ounce. And so you get an extra ½ ounce in here. And as you see, it is an airless pump, which I like. So you are sure to get all of it out. But it is a little over halfway because it's up here. This is where the pump stops. And so I almost used an ounce of it. I was using this recently and it seemed a little more thick. And I thought, okay, maybe because I haven't used it in a while, because when I was using the Fenty foundation, I was only using it with the Fenty primer. And when the Fenty primer ran out, I used this. And I kept thinking this isn't mixing well with the Fenty foundation. Because the Fenty primer foundation I mixed together and it just applied together at one time. But this wasn't mixing well. And I did notice when I pumped it out, it was thick, almost like goopy, where it pumped out, but then it was just kind of hanging there. Like if you leave your water dripping, it forms like a water thing and then it'll drop off. That's how it looked. And I'm just like, why is this looking like that? The consistency seemed different. But I thought, okay, it's just not mixing well with the Fenty foundation. When I used this with my Estee Lauder foundation, it didn't mix well with that either. And the same thing, like when I pumped it, it was thick. And instead of how, like when I have it on my palette and I'll tilt it, sometimes it'll just run real slow where you can barely see it. This wasn't moving. It was just like 3 pumps just stuck on there. And when I was pressing the brush in it, it was not wanting to move. It was like Jello. Yeah, it was like Jello. And I'm like, ew. And so I'm like, okay, this is just old. And so this is going in the trash. I did open a new one. And so this is the old one. This is the new one. I noticed a big difference. This did just pump out and it was smooth and it was fine. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this was definitely old and that's why it was clumpy. So yeah. So even though I used it 6 months after it expired, I'm thinking it was good maybe 3 months after it expired. And then that's when it started getting clumpy. So I'm like, so that's good to know. The other 2 things I ran out of, the Fenty primer and the Fenty foundation. As I said, I would pump out 2 or 3 pumps of the primer, pump 2 or 3 pumps of the foundation on top of it, take the brush, smush it together and apply it to my face. And so I did use these up equal. I thought I had more of this left because this ran out first, but when I used this the next day, it was like, and I'm just like, man, and I don't know how to take it apart because of how, like, I don't know if it's an airless pump. I kind of don't think so. I don't know. Because you can't see, whereas for the milk, you can see the pump moving up as you use it. And even with the new one, you can see that the pump is right here. And as it goes up, you can see it moving up, whereas this you can't. So I really thought it was still more in here. And because it's frosted glass, it feels heavy. So it's like, oh, there's stuff in there. No, it ain't. And the primer, because it's not dark, I was able to see, okay, yeah, it's getting low. This, it looked like it was about up to here, but apparently it wasn't. So both of these are gone. And I opened this in October. This is June. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So I went through this foundation in 8 months. Yeah. So those are my empties. And so I am really excited. I love using what I have. And so right now I only have the Estee Lauder foundation open. I do still have some of the Rare Beauty left, and I'm not sure if I'm even going to finish it. I just don't like that I have to be careful applying it, otherwise the undertone is off. And I do have my backups here, but I have not opened them yet. The Fenty foundation and the Fenty primer. When Fenty's website has amazing sales, and so that's when I did purchase backups. So those are just there waiting. Now we're going to move on to deliveries today. And I think something came yesterday. Y'all, Paramedics, she did say they were sending the stuff in separate orders because it was first the mascara, and then I did ask for eyeliners and for the beauty water. And after she said yes, you know, she would have them send it, and then she sent me an email saying she saw there was a separate tracking number and they were going to send the items separate. So I'm thinking, okay, eyeliners and the beauty water in one package. Well, eyeliners in one package and beauty water in the other. But I received the 3 eyeliners and the beauty water in one package. And so I'm like, oh, that'd be cool if I get 3 more liners and another beauty water. Well, there were 3 liners and an SPF. I don't know about the SPF. Every SPF I've ever used, it breaks me out because of the oxides and all of that stuff. But I was looking at the ingredients on here, and the ingredients are like none that I've ever seen in an SPF. So I'm just like, is this really, like, I don't know. And it does say broad spectrum sunscreen, SPF 40 PA+++, water and sweat resistant for 40 minutes. One thing that, okay, what does it say? Apply evenly all over your face, ears, and neck before using makeup. Allow the formula to reactivate and wait 15 minutes before sun exposure. Reapply every 2 hours. If you're putting this on and then your makeup on, how are you going to put more of this on top of your makeup? This is my first time opening it, so I'm thinking, is it a spray bottle? But it's not. How are you going to reapply this over your makeup every 2 hours? Please stop use if allergic reactions occur and consult your dermatologist. So that confused me. And also on the website, their website, some of the information is a little bit different. It said, I'm seeing if it says it on the back. This, unlike the beauty water, does have information on the back. It says, and it doesn't say the same on the website. The website also says that the effects do not wear off. And I'm thinking, if the effects of the ingredients don't wear off, why do you still need to reapply it every 2 hours? So that means something's wearing off if you need to reapply it, right? So that to me was contradictory. I prevent skin aging and burning, and it's hypoallergenic. So I don't know if I'm going to use it. The website also says it does not leave a white cast, and that's what intrigued me. And also looking at the ingredients, because it doesn't have the typical sunscreen ingredients. And it does say on here, which I don't remember seeing on the website, I may have overlooked it. It says doubles up as the perfect makeup primer. Unscented, zero residue sunscreen for a velvety, dewy finish. Doubles up as the perfect makeup primer. I'm not going to use this. You know why? Unless it's at the bottom of the list. This has hyaluronic acid in it. Some products with hyaluronic acid burns my skin. Some doesn't. It depends on where it is on the list. If it's near the bottom, it doesn't irritate my skin. But typically, if it's near the top, it does burn my skin. Hyaluronic acid is already found in our bodies. It's found in our skin, in our hair, and in our joints. And so a lot of products saying, we have hyaluronic acid, your body produces it. Yes, your body produces less of it as you get older, and Prime Pometics is geared for, I think, 50 years plus, 50 years old and over. Yeah, it says it right here. The Guardian Women Prime Skin Protect is the Guardian women over 50 need. I'm gonna read. That's exactly what it says. Prime Skin Protect is the Guardian women over 50 need. Okay. Contains hyaluronic acid to repair your moisture barrier and fortified with broad spectrum protection. So I'm going to see where hyaluronic acid is on this list, and that will determine if I'm going to use it or not. And I'm not seeing it on the list, but sometimes things are listed different than hyaluronic acid. It'll say something else, some other like generic name or something, but I am not seeing it, just glancing at it as quickly as possible. But I am seeing cypric acid like near the bottom, but I'm not seeing specific hyaluronic acid as an ingredient. So we'll see. I don't know. So I'm thinking this is more of a primer than a sunscreen, because they're saying put it under your makeup but then reapply every 2 hours, which is what sunscreens always say. But how are you going to reapply this every 2 hours over your makeup? And you know what? I don't even know if I'm intrigued enough to use it, because I have face primers that I like for makeup, but I'm just curious. But not, I have to decide if I'm that curious. So anyway, to the eyeliners, the same with the other ones they sent. This says coal, this one says sapphire, this one says wood. But look at this. The other one that said coal, it was a black dot. Does that look green to you? Does that look green to you where it says coal? I got excited. I thought it was green. And so I opened it and it's black. And so I wound it back down, put the cap on, and put it back in the box. Yeah, so just let me know. Does that look green to you? Or black to you? Because this is a black eyeliner. So I didn't even open the other two because I'm deciding if I'm going to... Deciding if I want to keep them or not. So I didn't even take the plastic off of here. So that was that. From Ulta... Where did I put my paper? From Ulta... Y'all, I'm a clown sometimes. Let me dig it out since that's the first thing. The Natasha Denona Mini Xenon palette. The reason I got this, I did have a $10 gift card from the Ulta Beauty Board. This is a $27 palette minus the 10, so I paid $17 for this. I got it for the black. And I'm like, okay, $17 for a black. And this may be a nice shimmer, because I don't prefer me in cool tones. But I'm looking at these thinking, okay, first of all, these shades are probably in Biba. However, if I do just want a quick black or this tone, or, you know, a quick shimmer, this is small enough I can just leave out on my station and then not take... What is happening? What is happening? It won't take up a lot of space. This is messy because this silver is already like getting places. So that's why I got this one, specifically for this black and for this gray to deepen up a look. And what I was thinking about was with the Yucca palette, because it is just all green, there's not anything to really deepen. There is a deep green in there, I believe, but I was thinking I could just pop this on the outer corner, or even this one, just to add a little depth for outer V or something like that. So that was my thought with getting this one. And if I did not have the $10 gift card, I would not have gotten it, because I'm like, 27 bucks. And I really don't want all the shades, but for 17, and they had a 5-point multiplier, and that day Rakuten was giving 4% cash back for Ulta orders. And so there were a lot of perks to me getting that. There were not as many perks. I've been wanting to try this because I like the glycolic product from Drunk Elephants. Excuse me for smacking. This is Peter Thomas Roth Even Smoother Glycolic Retinol Resurfacing Serum, 15% glycolic acid complex, 1.5% time release microencapsulated retinol. And the one from Drunk Elephant, I only use it once a week. And so I thought, okay, I don't need another resurfacing thing. And also Dr. Dennis Gross alpha beta pills. The alpha The alpha is the AHAs, so that's an alpha hydroxy acid, and it also has BHAs in it, which is a beta hydroxy acid. But I only use those once, maybe twice a week. And for those, the first pill, step 1, you apply it. Pill number 2, the second step is to neutralize it. And so I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice to just have it to stay on versus being so strong you have to neutralize it, because then are you still getting the effects after you neutralize it? So that was my thought process to get this one. It was $65. There was a $15 code. It was a $15 off $50 or more purchase. And so I paid $55 for this, which is reasonable because Peter stuff is expensive. This bottle feels heavy. I'll rotate that in and maybe use this once a week. And so there are quite a few products I do just use once a week. And my skin, as you see, is happy. And also it came with a sample of the Water Drench Broad Spectrum SPF 45. My skin did not like, and this is a moisturizer, it says, but it also says it's SPF. Oh no, 30% hyaluronic acid complex. No, I'm not using this. My face did not like the Water Drench moisturizer. And there was a Water Drench serum, which I don't remember if my skin liked it or not. But my skin doesn't really like the Water Drench line. So this will go somewhere. I'm not even going to try it because of the 30% hyaluronic acid. Yeah, and I'm looking at the ingredients. Aveeno, benzone, 3%. Octosalate 5%, and the other old one, octosilene. Every sunscreen that has those ingredients in it breaks out my face. Unlike this one that doesn't have those ingredients in it. So I'm like, I think this is really just a face primer, and they're just trying to double up the marketing on it. That's just my thoughts. The other thing that I purchased from Ulta, y'all gonna be like, she's such a clown, but you know what, I'm not. I asked her if they had, when I went to pick it up, I ordered online, and Eco Tools bath and shower gloves, best for dry skin. My skin is regular, it's not really dry, and I didn't really think about it. In the beauty board, one of the questions was something about, you know, your skincare routine, whatever, and what would you like to change, and I mentioned I need to get in the habit of putting on lotion after I dry off after a shower. And somebody commented they put on lotion like 3 times a day, otherwise their skin is super dry. And I'm just like, I don't have that problem. I do put hand lotion on and hand cream because my cuticles get dry. So that's what reminds me with that. If I'm wearing short sleeves, I will put lotion on my arms before I go out. And if I'm wearing flip-flops or sandals, I will put lotion on my feet. But as far as the rest of my body, so I got 6 of these because they were buy 2, get 1 free. These have revolutionized my shower experience. And when I picked it up and I looked in the bag, I said, are there any other colors? She's like, no, they're all green. I'm like, okay, who cares? Like, I'm the only, well, being unpartnered right now, I'm the only one that sees them. But everyone that I have given a pair to try, they were like, I love those. Except one friend, she said she didn't like what it was doing to her skin. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I put the soap on it and then rub it on my skin and it was too harsh. And I'm like, well, it's just like if you use a body sponge, or if you're using a washcloth, you wet it first. You wet it first, you put the soap on it, and then you wet it again, lather it up, and then you use it. I said, that's how you use these. You put them on. These are exfoliating gloves. And it says made with recycled materials, which is great. You put the gloves on, you wet your hands, you put the soap on it, you lather it, and then you wash your body. And it exfoliates without scratching or scraping or making your skin feel dry. And so that's why I love these. And so when I told her that, she tried it again. She called me 2 days later. She calls me Doc because I have a doctorate degree in psychology. She was like, Doc, thank you for telling me that. I love it. I went out and bought 2 more pairs. So she went from, I don't like what's doing to my skin, to buying 2 more pairs within like 3 days. So yeah, if you try these, put them on, then wet your hands with these on. If you're using a body gel, pour some in it and then lather up. Or if you're using bar soap, lather it up and then wash your body. But since I've been using these probably about 8 years, my skin is soft. And I'm thinking of Kim right now. She calls me her sexy shoulder friend. My skin just feels really soft and just really smooth. Again, it's not irritating, and I do have sensitive skin. These do not irritate my skin. It doesn't make my skin feel rough. It doesn't leave my skin feeling scaly. It doesn't feel like it's scratching my skin. And if I just went like this, like, yeah, that's uncomfortable. And so I got what she was saying, but I'm like, girl, you gotta wet it first, just like you would like a washcloth or something. But if you're looking for something just to help gently, very gently, to where you don't even feel it, exfoliate your skin, try the bath and shower gloves. I've tried other brands, and I've always gone back to Equal Tools because these are thick. The other brands I've tried might be $1. These I think are almost $5. And so when they have a sale, that's why I stock up on them. I've tried other brands, and I would put them on, my finger would poke right through. Or they would get really loose and flimsy after like a week. These last me, I'd say, a good 3 months. And then when they start feeling loose and baggy, I'm like, okay, it's time, to pull out a new pair. And the one I just opened was my last one. So I'm like, oh no, I'm looking in my closet, moving stuff. Like, okay, where's the rest of them? I didn't have no more. So that's why I ordered 6. But these are generally good for, I'd say, 2 to 3 months. For me, about 3 months. And after I shower, I rinse, still with those on. Then I take them off and I hold them up under the shower water. And then I just kind of squeeze it. I wish this was not here. Okay, let me take that off. So I hope I don't break them. Ow. So and they feel like they would be too small and remember, right now it is dry. And so I'll put them on, and it has a thing in here, so if you want to hang them on something in your shower, you can. So I should have did this in the first place, right? Can you tell how excited I am about these? You put them on, wet your hands, put the soap in it, lather it up, and then wash your body. And when I'm done, I'll put my hands under the faucet or under the shower head, and I'll kind of squeeze the soapy water out, and then I'll take them off, and I'll hold one up under the water. I'll hold up the other one under the water, and then I'll put them together. And you don't have to do it this way. And then I'll fold it, and I will squeeze. And if it's a lot of soap in it, I'll do it again, one at a time. This way under the water, this way under the water. Put them together, fold it, and just squeeze. And you can either, hang it somewhere in your shower by the loops, or for me, I just kind of lay it over like my shower caddy that's in there like this, and they dry. By the next time I take a shower, they're dry. So that is it. No, it's not. This video is longer than I thought. Oh my Lord. Oh gosh, I got 2 more things to show you. Dang. This was an impulse buy. Also with the body gloves, I do go through Rakuten if it pops up, or if the extension says it's available. This was an impulse buy, and I'm hoping I like it, because 9 times out of 10 when I do an impulse buy, I end up not liking it and returning it. This is the new House Labs color. And this one is lavender blush. Someone sent me a picture and was like, oh, I think I want it. And I'm like, oh, I think I do too. And and I went to sleep because I thought, okay, no impulse buys, just wait. When I woke up, it was still on my mind. I'm like, damn it. So I purchased it, but look at it. I'm like, I don't know. It looked deeper online. It looked more purple online. And it's called Lavender Blonde. So now I'm thinking like, duh, it tells you what it is. But we're going to see. I think I'm going to do a swatch video of my House Labs products. And so this will make the 3rd blush I have from them. I really like the formula a lot. And I have 1 bronzer and 1 highlighter. And the samples I picked was Ilia Serum Foundation, Bubble Pack. And I picked whatever this is, Rare Beauty. Oh, Undereye Brightener. Positive Light Undereye Brightener. I think I may actually try that. I always say that in sample stuff I never try. And so that was an impulse buy, getting that House Labs. This y'all, and listen, they had a nerve to have a sale. The reason I made this order was for 2 reasons. One, Minimum shipping is normally $49.95. They drop it down every now and then, $25 minimum for free shipping. So I'm like, ooh. And when there's a gift card sale, I buy gift cards. And so very seldom do I come out of pocket for Empties. They always put samples in their box. Usually I just get one. For some reason I got two this time. Norwood's seasoning. And this is Outrage of Love. And it says for Pride, which I think is great. I'm going to tell you now. If you can't, well not can't, if you have trouble moving past politics, don't go to their website. Because I'll just tell you, they bash the hell out of Republicans. Like they bash the hell out of Republicans. And so if that's something that annoys you, don't go to the website. And don't sign up for emails, because the sales come through in emails, but then they have the commentary too. So I'm just putting that out there, and I tell everyone, if you have trouble getting past politics, don't even go there. But if you're there for the food and for the seasonings and the sales, I got sandwich sprinkle. Any sandwich you make, just sprinkle some of this on it, or on the bread after you put your mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, whatever on there. And it does just enhance the flavor. Don't put a lot though, because the first ingredient is salt. Salt, garlic, black pepper, basil or basil, depending on where you're from, oregano, rosemary, thyme, and marjoram. This is good in tuna fish. It is. Or albacore. Same difference, right? So that is that. Something was free. Something had to be free. Also on that page, on the right side of the page, if you're on your computer, because I don't know what it looks like on my phone, it'll be a little circle that says offers. And when you click on it, it'll tell you what the special offers are. And the reason that I was checking on the site, especially when I saw minimum $25 shipping, was because I ran out of their chopped onion. I tried it on a whim. I like this. And so I purchased 2 of them. Y'all, I be going through Empties seasonings like crazy. I love, oh my gosh, if I'm browning ground turkey or ground beef, I'll put this in it instead of dehydrated onion, because I don't want to say it adds to the texture, because if you're putting this in something that's cooked like a sauce, it's going to soften it. But I also really like this for tuna fish, because it's not getting cooked down. It will still leave some texture to your tuna fish. Or if you're making like chicken salad or, you know, something like that. And so I got 2 of these because the one I had was empty. And I'm like, wait a minute. No, we don't run out of stuff here. And so that's why I got 2. And I had only purchased 1 because I didn't know whether I was really going to dig it. And it turns out that I did. They had, this was free. Taco seasoning. No code necessary. All you gotta do is just click it. It's automatically added into your cart. So taco seasoning was free. I eat tacos from the taco truck. Oh my gosh, they are so good. But I don't make tacos because it takes so long to make, and then it takes you 2 minutes to eat it. I'm like, what? And then all the chopping and stuff. I'm like, no. And so this came free. And I got another Justice. I am this close to finishing another jar of Justice. And I don't know if it was on sale or what, but I got another Justice. And so I will tell you right now, and I have another Empties order coming, because maybe 2 days after I made this order, I received an email that they were having another gift card sale. $50 gift card for $35. And it was like 2 free sample jars or something that you got. So I'm just like, yo, they have some amazing deals. And I still have a $25 gift card unused and a $50 gift card unused from when they had gift card sales before. So when I say I rarely come out of pocket, I rarely come out of pocket, except to buy the gift cards. But then it's $35 you spend, but it's worth $50. And it came with 2 sample jars of something. And so what I did, not sample jars, I think it might have been 3 samples of something. And so I purchased 3 of the empty jars so that when I give the sample away, they can have a jar to put it in. And it does come with a blank label as well. So I thought that would be nice, because once you open this, there's no way to close it. I used to just put a paper clip on it, but then if you drop it or something, it could be messy. And so however many samples, I do think it was 3. I purchased 3 of the empty jars. so I can give that away together. So that is everything. I don't think I purchased anything else this week, right? This is ridiculous. No, I did not. No, I didn't. And I need to be done for the rest of this month, which is only like another week and a half. Anyway, thank you for being here. Let me know what you think of these purchases. Let me know what you think about, is this really a sunscreen or is it a makeup primer and they're just trying to double up on the marketing? Let me know if this looks green to you. Let me know also, I know I always have a bunch of questions, right? Let me know about under eye creams or under eye serums that you use, and put the ones that you like below so we can help each other out, those of us who, you know, have stuff going on under here, to help, I don't know, to help whatever, but that will be it. Let me know also, are you taking care of your teeth and your gums? Do you floss? Are you using a pre-rinse? Are you using like Listerine or something similar to that after you brush? I really do like the rinse before you brush, because it does just like soften up everything. And so I will floss and then use the plaques and then brush my teeth, and my mouth is just like, ah. And then I put these on and get in the shower. Yay me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Apologies, this is long as hell. I did not really think it was. And let me know also. Questions. Let me know if you get excited when you finish products. For me to finish a primer and a foundation, eyebrow pencil, eyeliners, let me know if that excites you when you actually finish up stuff. Especially makeup and skincare stuff. Yeah. So all of those questions. Thank you for being here. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Tronation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.